Hello to all astrology enthusiasts. In this video, I want to discuss the transit of Venus in the zodiac sign Taurus for each of the 12 signs. And let me remind you that Venus will be in Taurus from June 6th to July 4th, 2025. And naturally, its energies will manifest in our lives in different ways, depending on which house of your horoscope this transit occurs in. Aries. Venus in Taurus is in your second house of the horoscope, which is the house of sensuality, values, and enjoyment of life. And for you, this is a period when Venus makes you slow down, enjoy material and sensual pleasures, and reconsider your attitude toward money, your body, and self-love. The main focus falls on values, resources, the taste of life, and the enjoyment of simple things. And here, Venus will activate the theme of money and how you earn it. Here, it suggests doing everything beautifully, more easily, and with pleasure. It's possible that you will start receiving more, but only if you appreciate and choose, rather than pushing through forcefully. This is about love for the body and material things. Aries is about fire. It's about dynamism. But Venus wants you to feel the ground beneath your feet, to thank your body, to experience softness, warmth, and pleasure. It's a very good time to invest in your body with love. Massage, aromatherapy, pleasant fabrics in your bedding and clothing. Venus in Taurus in your second house is about bringing beauty into your life, about aesthetics, a beautiful home, delicious food, fresh flowers, and music. Venus asks you to fill your life with texture, sense, and physicality. This is a very good time for situations related to your self-esteem and your sense of value. How do you value yourself, your abilities, your resources? And Venus kind of gives you the opportunity to gently reassess. Do I actually respect myself? Or is self-love now the foundation of my success? Venus in Taurus is about honest, deep values that don't need to be proven. And this transit brings you a program connected to strengthening your self-esteem and creating conditions where money comes specifically in response to enjoyment and pleasure. Here, it's important to receive with joy, not just to give. It's essential here to create situations of physical pleasure, to slow down, and to respect your own desires first and foremost. The energy of this transit is like soft velvet in your life. It doesn't rush you, it doesn't push, it doesn't demand. It simply whispers, do you yourself enjoy this? Does it feel delicious, comfortable, gentle, beautiful to you? And it's when you stop hurrying that Venusian grace arrives. Money flows where there is joy and pleasure. People are drawn to you and you feel delight in yourself. This is not a time for battles. It's a time to choose yourself and be in harmony with yourself. During this transit, it's very important to ask yourself questions like, do I feel pleasure in the way I earn my living? How much do I truly value myself? Do I feel comfortable in my body? And do I take care of it? What in my life is beautiful? And what nourishes me? And of course, what is important here? To decorate your space not just for beauty, but specifically to nourish your soul, to allow yourself delightful tactile pleasures, to make your finances beautiful, to write down your goals, to work with a sense of abundance without pressure. Create. Engage in more creativity, discover new sources of income, meet new people who in the future will also bring you financial opportunities. In any case, use these energies to your advantage. I wish you success. Taurus. Venus is in your sign, moving through the first house of your horoscope. And here, of course, this is a period when your season of blossoming arrives. Your magnetism, beauty, and self-love will be fully expressed. Here, Venus is at home. She is in her power. And this is all about being yourself, allowing the world to fall in love with this state of being and living with pleasure. The main focus is on yourself, your appearance, your charm, your attractiveness, and the theme of self-worth. This is about personal allure and magnetism. You will seem to radiate, and people will sense this inner beauty of yours. The main thing here is self-love. It starts from within you and shines outward. This can manifest in courtship, gifts, attracting affection, and receiving various offers both in your personal life and in business. Here, there is a very powerful realization of your own worth. And inside, there is this feeling of, I am worthy. This is when situations arise where you can refresh your look, change your image, get a new hairstyle, change your hair color, your style, the way you move, or your perfume. And it's not even about trends, it's all about your true self, about that delicious, earthy, radiant state. And the purpose of this development of this transit during this period is to highlight your natural femininity for women, your sensuality, gentle strength, to accept yourself physically and outwardly, and to start living from a place of self-love rather than out of obligation or haste, and to attract attention, to receive gifts and support effortlessly simply by being comfortable with who you are. Additionally, during this transit, it's important to ask yourself, do I feel comfortable? Do I like seeing myself in the mirror? Do I give myself compliments, or am I waiting for them from others? What things, scents, and colors fill me up? What within me is already worthy of love, even if it's not yet visible on the outside? In other words, these are questions of self-worth, questions about valuing yourself. And what's important here? It's important to be in these states. Additionally, to feel them, to truly experience them. You can also pay attention to your appearance, your image, your hairstyle, or even do a photo shoot. Not for the photo shoot itself, but rather for yourself. Accept compliments, say nice things to yourself out loud, because this also programs our consciousness. Enjoy touch, self-care, body practices, and massage. So this is a time when self-love is your personal strategy, your foundation for everything related to the first house. So use this energy to your advantage. I wish you success. Gemini. Venus in Taurus in your 12th house of the horoscope is our secret room of pleasure, healing, and self-love that comes from within. Here, the main focus is on peace, on silence, on the backstage of the soul, the unconscious, and emotional restoration. Here, hidden feelings come to the surface. By the way, there could also be secret relationships. Venus enters your 12th house, the house of secrets and isolation, a place of inner alchemy. This isn't about taking active steps. It's a time when an elusive magic surrounds us. It's a time of inner beauty, essential immersion into yourself. And here it's important to trust these states, these sensations, and go through a period of healing yourself from within. It's a time for inner work with self-love. A time for peace, beauty, solitude, pleasure, being alone with yourself. Hidden feelings will arise here. You might secretly fall in love with someone, or someone might have feelings for you without expressing them. It's a good period to engage in psychotherapy, art therapy, or any kind of creativity, not for show, but for yourself, going deep. And also, by the way, through the 12th house, secret or unofficial income, resources, gifts from abroad may come. Or it could be some kind of charity or something coming from the past. In addition, here you can heal old emotional wounds, let go of relationships that no longer, bring you joy. Here, in this special place, you can truly enjoy secret pleasures, seek peaceful solitude, gently distance yourself from society, and experience these rich and abundant states of feeling every single day. The purpose of this transit for you during this period is to let go of your past romantic and emotional attachments, to heal your self-esteem, specifically through silence and self-care, to find a source of pleasure within yourself and allow yourself to rest, perhaps to travel, visit places of power, immerse yourself in creativity, music, or meditation in order to hear your inner voice. During this transit, you can ask yourself questions such as, where am I hiding my sensuality and from whom? Can I feel valuable even when I am not the center of attention? What in my life requires silence, forgiveness, or acceptance? And what love from my past do I still hold on to that needs to be released? These are the kinds of questions you can ask yourself. And what about here? It's important to spend time alone, to dedicate time to yourself. Maybe do some journaling practices, maybe get involved in creative activities, or write down your dreams. They can also bring you some important information. Well, I wish you success. In Taurus is in your 11th house of the horoscope. And this is about enjoying friendships, about support from the whole world, especially through the online space. This is the realization of your dreams. For you, this is a period when, a kind of gentle social magic happens, connections are strengthened, and new acquaintances appear, especially through the internet. The right people come into your life, like-minded individuals. You can find sponsors for your business projects. The collective becomes a source of inspiration for you. You can participate in any teamwork or charity. And the main focus will be on communities, friends, collective energy, and your dreams. Here, Venus will activate friendships for you, and you will either be reevaluating them, starting new friendships, strengthening existing ones, or perhaps even ending some altogether. There will be active creative involvement in communities and some kind of collective activity. Maybe these are creative projects or technological projects. It's important here to pay attention to your dreams because the 11th house is the house of hopes and goals. And Venus here acts like a gardener of dreams. She fertilizes, she waters, she highlights your most beautiful desires. And it's important to nourish your dream with faith and positive energy. And then people, resources, and inspiration will be drawn to help make it a reality. And here, your social channels and connections will be renewed. Any online projects, any platforms where you express yourself will be relevant during this transit, and you may receive online income from your activities. Overall, this transit brings you an opportunity to expand your social circle in the direction of value, warmth, support, and the fulfillment of your dreams. You may receive certain resources through friendship or teamwork. It's important to express yourself here. It's important to bring some aesthetics and beauty into any group processes to make everything beautiful. For you, the energy of this period is like the aroma of a homemade pie, something you want to share. It brings people together, it warms, it inspires us, and it reminds us that you are not alone. There are people nearby with whom you want to be. There's no need to struggle. You just need to interact, enjoy, and rejoice. It's very easy here to build relationships, start partnerships, collaborations, initiate something together, or participate in cultural events. And you can ask yourself questions like, do I feel support from those around me, or am I trying to do everything alone? Where are my dreams? Who can help me reach them or make them come true? Which people truly fill me up? And which, on the contrary, drain me, leave me empty? Where in my life can I let more beauty into my communication, into my projects? Update your social networks, groups, and chats. Take a closer look at those who are around you. Maybe among them there is someone who will play a very significant role in your life. Don't be afraid to join different groups, beautify your space, and communicate more. Allow yourself to dream more and use this energy to your advantage. I wish you success. Lions, Venus in Taurus is in your 10th house of the horoscope. This is about status, about recognition, about your career, your professional path, reputation, image, and interactions with management. For you, this is a period when your social image and professional self-fulfillment take center stage. And here, it is very important how you present yourself to the world, how gracefully you move up the ladder of success, and whether you feel joy from this progress. The main focus will be on image, recognition, and professional elegance. This is when you want to feel proud of yourself. Here, Venus will activate themes of beautiful self-presentation and situations involving the expression of your public image. This is a good time to refresh your image, update your portfolio, make a public appearance, and present yourself as an inspiring figure. There will be pleasant developments at work, such as offers of promotion, changes in position, recognition, and invitations. Moreover, you might receive interesting offers from women to participate in some enjoyable social projects or businesses. There could also be a romance, even an office romance, because after all, this is Venus in the 10th house. This is a time for renewal in your relationships and ambitions. Additionally, the 10th house is responsible for official marriage. It is possible that during this transit, you will take your personal relationships to a new level. Overall, this transit brings you a developmental program that emphasizes the need to move towards success with pleasure, not with tension. It is important to create a professional image that attracts and inspires. Here, it is important to bring creativity into your professional fulfillment so that it moves you forward on your own path. And the energy of this period is about making things beautiful, comfortable, without fuss, with dignity, without struggle, and with taste. Because it is Venus in Taurus in the 10th house that says you deserve to be recognized not only for your achievements, but also simply for being who you are. Here is not just the result that matters, but the journey itself is important too. And here it's important to ask yourself questions. Do you like your professional path? Are you truly proud of yourself? Where do you feel your value is recognized? And where, on the contrary, do you feel the need to prove yourself? Where do you want success? And what does professional success even look like to you? Where is their tension? And during this transit, it's important for you to pay attention specifically to your career sphere, to update your image, reputation, maybe some visual aspect like your online presence, photos, website, business cards, or style. Reevaluate your professional goals. If you receive any career offers, you should consider accepting them, and it's worth improving your skills. And you may also receive support from women during this period. After all, this is Venus in Taurus. I wish you success. Virgos. Venus in Taurus is in your 9th house of the horoscope, and here it expands your circles, your horizons, your outlook, your sense of aesthetics, your appreciation of beauty. It gives you opportunities to learn, brings new knowledge, enhances your love for meaning, for various kinds of meaning, including spiritual ones. And this is a time to enjoy opportunities related to international projects, business with foreigners, or personal relationships with people from abroad. It's about long-distance travel that will bring you joy and pleasure. It's about inspiration, about the beauty of meaning. Here in the 9th house, we have the opportunity to travel, explore new cultures and countries, learn foreign languages, discover books, music, and truly experience all these energies precisely through this kind of pleasurable living. Here you can gain new information that will influence your beliefs, your finances, and your personal relationships. By the way, there may be romantic relationships at a distance or abroad, or romantic stories connected with faraway countries. Or in general, for you, the transit program is all about opening yourself up to everything new with trust and pleasure, immersing yourself in romantic relationships, drawing inspiration from everything foreign, overseas, from other cultures, and enriching your own in the process. And for example, if you're studying or taking part in some educational project, do it with joy and pleasure, not out of a sense of obligation. And overall, to broaden and expand your horizons, your world, the energy of this period is about slowing down, as they say, looking at the stars and remembering that life is more than just a to-do list. And you can ask yourself questions related to what expands your horizons, where you truly feel the zest for life, what knowledge nourishes your soul and not just your mind, what you genuinely believe in, what meaning you find in life, what inspires you, and what value you bring to other people. Overall, during this transit, I recommend embarking on long journeys, enjoying the culture of other countries, engaging with everything foreign, and launching intellectual projects in the online space. Thank you. By the way, there might be gifts from abroad here. Discover anything new that expands your worldview and inspires you. I wish you success. Libra, Venus in Taurus is in your 8th house of the horoscope. And here, of course, it's all about sensual depth. This is about intimacy, about financial and personal transformation. For you, this is a period when you will feel an increase in your sexuality. You will sense this inner alchemy and up to mystical experiences. Various situations may occur that will change you from within. The main focus of this period is on energy exchange, on matters of other people's money, and shared finances. Here, personal relationships may begin where there is a very deep closeness and intimacy. Or you might immerse yourself in studying esotericism or psychology. In other words, for you, Venus will activate the theme of support from others, moral, financial, or sexual, because the 8th house is associated with resources that we share and receive. By the way, investments can also bring good returns during this time. Money may come to us from a partner, or we might receive gifts or useful connections. If we're talking about personal relationships, then of course you should pay attention to this and delve into issues of trust. Because Venus in Taurus in the 8th house is about a special magnetism, a unique attractiveness, and sensual pleasurable enjoyments. And the 8th house also touches on themes of control, fears, and our pains. Perhaps you will now meet a psychologist, especially a woman, who will help you get rid of this and heal it. Overall, this transit brings you a program of growth related to learning to receive not through effort, but through a state of abundance and attraction, to heal your relationships and your body specifically through sensual experience, to get rid of dependency and codependent or toxic relationships, especially those involving intimacy, to deepen and explore your sexuality and to find sources of joy in this area. Moreover, the main energy of this transit is that you can be strong and open and vulnerable at the same time. You can love very deeply. Money will come from places where there is trust. And during this transit, it is important to ask yourself questions such as, am I able to receive care and resources from others, or does it make me uncomfortable? Where am I afraid of intimacy? Where do I hide my vulnerability? How harmonious is my sexual energy? Where do I try to keep everything under control instead of trusting? How can I transform my fears into self-love? Therefore, during this transit, practice various spiritual procedures and practices. Sort out your finances, by the way, especially those that don't belong to you but to which you have access. Speak honestly with your partner or dive into deep psychological work. And You can also pay attention to yourself in terms of relationships, for example, by creating a beautiful, pleasant, refined atmosphere through the use of fragrances, beautiful lingerie, and such close, intimate communication with your partner. In any case, use this energy in a positive way. Scorpios. Venus in Taurus in your 7th house of the horoscope is all about relationships, trust, harmony in your union, business partnerships, and relationships with clients and business. And during this transit, it's a great time to launch advertising campaigns. For you, this is a period when relationships, any kind of relationships, will come to the forefront, personal ones, relationships with your marriage partner. And this can work both positively and negatively. It's about beauty in dialogue, warmth in partnership, and the value of equal and sensual connections in our lives. After all, this is Venus. And here it's about contracts, successful deals, the balance between I and you, I and we, about harmony in any kind of relationship. And Venus in Taurus in your 7th house activates partnerships, both personal and business. And here it's about practical love, reliability, comfort, and stability. It's possible that right now, during this transit, you will take your relationship to an official or higher quality level. There will be negotiations, agreements, various contracts, opportunities to establish partnerships and to meet new people. These are relationships that feel pleasant to be in because, after all, Venus in Taurus desires coziness, beauty, and touch. Here, you need to let go of control and enjoy the moment of communication. There is an opportunity to reassess your partnerships and alliances and to ask yourself in which relationships you feel good and in which you don't. Tend to end those that aren't working. Overall, this transit brings you a program of growth related to establishing partnerships, both personal and business, as well as beauty, comfort, warmth in dialogue with others, and a desire to learn how to build relationships that are enjoyable to be in, to open up to new acquaintances, and to strengthen your connections. Overall, the energy of this period does not push, does not demand, does not manipulate it, creates an opportunity to be in touch with yourself and with other people. And during this transit, you can ask yourself questions related to how you feel in the relationships that matter to you. Is there harmony in them? Where are you in the relationship out of fear? And where out of love? What does a stable union, a stable partnership actually mean to you? And how open are you to a partnership that is honest, physical, and equal? Create situations where in any interaction there is comfort, coziness, and beauty. Engage in negotiations, meet new people, strengthen your personal or marital relationships, or establish business partnerships. In any case, I wish you success. Use these opportunities to your advantage. Success. See you. Sagittarius. Venus in Taurus is moving through your 6th house of the horoscope and signals that you need to take care of yourself, your body, and your health. Engage in physical activity, pay attention to your routine, optimize everything, and establish harmony in your work relationships and work environment. Here, the 6th house and Venus will shift your focus to everyday life, work processes, routine. Something may also be connected to your pet. It's possible that during this transit you might get a cat. This is a period when aesthetics, comfort, taste, and beauty will appear in ordinary tasks and daily life. At the very least, you'll want to do something like this for your own pleasure. The main focus is on your daily routine. The main focus is on everyday tasks, work, and reducing stress through physical practices. And for you, by the way, routine itself can also become a source of pleasure here. For example, you might have breakfast on the terrace every day, or do your cleaning while listening to music you enjoy, and this will also bring you fulfillment. Physical health is very important during this transit. It might be a good idea to go through some kind of wellness program or simply take massage or spa sessions to enjoy yourself, relax, and reduce stress. It's also very important to improve your work relationships and processes and to add a touch of beauty and aesthetics. Overall, the purpose of this transit is to establish a healthy, enjoyable daily life and routine, to strengthen your connection with your body through sleep patterns, nutrition, and exercise. It's about creating comfort in your work environment and relationships, and learning to care for others while not losing yourself, but rather enjoying and finding joy in the process. The main energy of this period is about feeling yourself in that wonderful state, like when you're, for example, drinking your favorite cup of tea. It's important to listen to yourself in order to heal unnecessary states that prevent you from living your daily life harmoniously. And it would be good to ask yourself questions like whether your routine, your daily responsibilities are comfortable for you, or if you're feeling more tired, or what brings you joy. What sensations does beauty in everyday life give you? Do you notice this beauty? Do you take care of your body? Which habits support you and which, on the contrary, drain your energy? It's important to incorporate such beautiful rituals into your daily life. Maybe it's a morning massage, fragrant tea, or a midday break in the fresh air. It's important to decorate your workspace. It's important to resolve any misunderstandings in your working relationships with colleagues. Rest more, reduce stress through spa treatments, sports, massage, or meditation. And replace I have to with I want to do this in a pleasant way. I wish you success. See you soon. Capricorns. Venus is in Taurus, in your 5th house of the horoscope. This is a really great transit for you, especially in terms of romantic relationships, pleasures, and a love for life and creativity. This is a period when there will be many situations where you can express your individuality, flirt with your partner, or meet someone new for a potential future relationship. It's a time not only to build and achieve, but also to feel, enjoy, and play. After all, the 5th house is about play, pleasure, hobbies, romance, and joy in life. So catch these energies and immerse yourself in creative projects and initiatives, start those projects. You can dance, draw, sing, write, and not for the result, but for the pleasure of it. It's a very intense period of romantic energy because new romantic interests may begin here. And they're very light, very passionate, lots of flirting. And during this transit, interactions with your children will also be relevant. If you have them, you want to spend more time together, become closer, softer, and more heartfelt with each other. And the 5th house is, in general, our stage where we shine, where we express ourselves. Venus here is simply a star. So it's important to allow yourself to shine, to express yourself, to be noticeable, not to be shy. Here you should be seen, heard, and felt. The purpose of this transit is to allow yourself to enjoy pleasures without guilt, to express your feelings through creativity and beauty, to immerse yourself in personal relationships, to take delight in them, and in general, to become very bright and visible. In addition, during this transit, you can ask yourself questions such as, for example, when was the last time you did something that brought you great pleasure, or what creative impulses are close to your heart that you have put aside? Now is the perfect time to activate them. Do you allow yourself to be vibrant, or are you hiding yourself? And in general, during this transit, allow yourself to be beautiful, to buy some useless things just for your soul. Flirt, meet new people, dance, get passionate about a new hobby or art, do what brings you joy. Allow yourself to be loved and desired, no matter what. I wish you success. Aquarius, Venus in Taurus is in your 4th house. And this is all about coziness, peace, home, real estate, moving, and changing your place of residence. It's about your personal relationships, marital relationships, or interactions with your parents and close relatives. For you, this is a period when the themes of family relationships and comfort are activated. A sense of security. It's a time to build your nest, to put down roots through a state of joy. And Venus here will activate the theme of how your home is a source of pleasure and happiness for you. The interior should be beautiful and sensual. Textures, candles, fabrics, your favorite scents. Because home is your quiet haven where you can recover, where you can recharge. You can improve relationships with your parents, your family, close relatives if there's any misunderstanding, celebrate family holidays, let go of family grievances, redecorate your home, or even move to another country and put down roots in a new place. Because Venus is, after all, in Taurus, this is the perfect time to lay the foundation for the future. By the way, it's also a good time to buy or sell real estate. Venus in the 4th house helps us strengthen our emotional, domestic, and energetic foundation. This is about stability, about feeling fulfilled, about relying on yourself. And the purpose of this transit is to find peace and stability, both internally and externally, to create a space where you feel as safe and beautiful as possible, or to pay attention to issues of ancestry and family, and to heal certain family tensions, making your home not just a place, but a source of resources. During this transit, Venus doesn't so much beautify the world as she beautifies your inner self, specifically through the expression of care and depth. Here you can ask yourself, do you feel safe at home with your loved ones, or when you are alone with yourself? What image of home nourishes you? What makes your space warm, beautiful, and cozy? Are there perhaps ancestral or family issues that need to be heard and healed? Now is the perfect time to decorate your home, buy beautiful things that will bring you joy, spend time with your family, with your parents, with your loved ones, and allow yourself to rest. You can try aromatherapy, meditation, or keep a journal if that feels relevant to you. You should feel comfortable in the place where you live. I wish you success. Pisces. Venus in Taurus is in your 3rd house of the horoscope. This means that words are a source of pleasure for you. Interacting with people becomes an art form. For you, this is a period filled with a lot of communication, accompanied by a kind of mental enjoyment. It's about the beauty of thought, the beauty of words, the style of communication, the joy of short trips, close connections, and interactions with siblings. This is about a large number of information streams and interactions. And Venus in Taurus will encourage you to speak more gently, beautifully, and sensually. People will be drawn to you. Your speech will seem almost magical, especially since in Taurus it slows down, enchants, inspires, and heals with words. This is a very good time to engage in writing, public speaking, launching online projects, especially those related to information and intellectual activity. You can go on short trips, really enjoy yourself in order to recharge and slow down. And here there will be an opportunity to resolve any misunderstandings and conflicts with close people, brothers and sisters, even with neighbors. It's a great time to bring more creativity into information, to study new things, to read, to immerse yourself in knowledge, and to learn foreign languages. The purpose of this transit is for you to learn to speak beautifully, gently, but to the point, to enjoy the process of sharing information, to create harmony and moments of joy during short trips, and to build warm connections with your close relatives. And of course, this is also about thinking, about speech, about your style of presentation. All of this can be embellished and made brighter and more pleasant. The energy of this period is about beautifying your everyday reality, the one we live through daily. And to ask yourself, how much do you actually enjoy talking to people? What value do you bring to your interactions? Do you see beauty in communicating with another person? How does your speech sound? What does it convey? Do you want to be heard, or on the contrary, do you not want to communicate? So what is important here? It is important to pay attention to any interactions, communications, and information. Take more walks, travel more, organize your phone, or start some new intellectual project, jot down ideas, thoughts, and find closeness in the little things. I wish you success. Subscribe, like, and share this video. See you.